Right, so the Joint Commission talks of the JCPOA, they've finished behind me here at the Grand Hotel in Vienna. You know, they've been taking place here for the last 2 weeks. The various parties of the Iran nuclear deal, they've been meeting here. Iran, China, Russia, France, Germany, the United Kingdom, and the European Union. Now, of course, Iran and the United States, they haven't actually engaged in direct talks. However, they did form two working groups. One to work on how the United States would go about lifting sanctions on Iran, and the other working group about how Iran would return to the limits stipulated within the JCPOA, right? So, Iran's been very clear on their position. They want all sanctions lifted, and the Deputy Foreign Minister was here today with delegates from the oil and banking sector, as well as the nuclear energy sector. And the United States has over 1,500 sanctions on Iran, more than any other country. So it's hitting their economy hard. You had Mike Pompeo bragging about that on Twitter just now. It's really hurting people. So they want that lifted, and that's been their position. Now, you had this nuclear attack. Israel carried out an attack on the Natanz nuclear facility in Iran on Sunday, April 11th. And there was a fear that the talks would not resume here because they were paused for the weekend and then postponed from Wednesday until today. So given that, as a response, Iran has said they're going to be raising the level of enriched uranium from 20 to 60%. They've also replaced their centrifuges with their latest models. And that's a response to the attack, and there was some frustration from the Deputy Foreign Minister that there wasn't enough condemnation from the European parties of the JCPOA. So, the talks are continuing, but there's no actual real conclusion here. So they're stopped in person, and they're going to continue at the technical level, right? And those technical levels, they'll report back. Once those are done, they'll report back to the Joint Commission on lifting both the sanctions and returning to the limits stipulated within the JCPOA. So that's about it for the in-person talks here in Vienna at the Grand Hotel, and Richard Medhurst reporting from Vienna.